We're going to explain how to use field definition mappers in order to inject field logic into a field definition. As an example, we're going to add a logic definition to the cases module where when a case has type user and on the subject it has error, it will change the priority to high, or if the subject has warning, it will automatically change the priority to medium. This example uses the backend's value calculation logic, which requires you to implement a service provider. So you'll have to add a class that will know and tell the front end what's the value to set on that field. Let's see. Okay, as you saw, I changed it to error and it recalculated the priority. Now to warning and changes the priority to medium. Now let's look into the code. What are field definition mappers? As the name says, are a mapper that maps the field definitions. And what does that mean? SuiteCRM has a base service to retrieve the field definitions, also known as vardefs. This is the class or the service that is used everywhere else by SuiteCRM to get the vardefs for a module. If you go to core, backend, field definitions, legacy handler, you'll see this class here, field definitions handler, which is the class that retrieves all the vardefs for a given module. And that method also provides a way to add extra mapping at the end. So after retrieving the definitions, as you can see here, it retrieves the definitions and then it calls the mappers. How do we add a new mapper? What you need to do is to implement the field definition mapper interface. So we add a new class and we implement the field definition mapper interface. Where can we add that? On our default extension, since our scenario is specific to cases, we're going to add it to module, cases, field definitions. Why field definitions? Because it follows the same path as on core, which is backend field definitions. Then I added here a folder called mappers, just in case I want to have multiple mappers. And then my new file here. When you implement this interface, you'll have to declare some methods. One of those is getModule. Here you declare the module where this mapper is going to be used. In our scenario is cases. If you want to apply to any module, it's default. You can say default and it will run for all modules. You also need to define here a key for this mapper. And the final thing is to define your map method. For that, we're going to receive the field definition. From there, we're going to get the vardefs. And these vardefs use the same format that you have on legacy, meaning on Suite 7. So what I can do is just vardefs get the priority fields, just add a fallback in case it's not defined, get the logic for that, yet again another fallback, and then inject into the logic my new rule. In this case, as we said before, it's going to be a logic to update the backend. So I need to add here update value backend. Okay. And this is going to use the process handler with this key here, case calculate priority. As you know from other logics, you need to say what are the fields that you depend on and the rules that will trigger this logic, meaning it activates when the type is user and when the name is not empty. So there's an operator to check if it's not empty. So when these two rules apply, the front end is going to call our backend to this process handler, which will do the calculations that are needed and then retrieve a value to update on the front end. After defining our new logic rule, we're going to re-add it back to the priority field and then to vardefs and then to the field definition. As we've seen, you can add multiple interfaces. So you can add multiple mappers on this folder or on other modules folder. So you just have to take into account when implementing this, that can be another service that's going to come in and it's going to add other rules to the same place that you are adding your rule to, or that can even override. So that's something that you have to take into account. Different plugins can inject different field definitions to the same fields, no problem, without knowing about each other. You just have to be careful to not break configurations from other plugins. After adding my new logic rule, we need to implement our process handler. I've added here the case calculate priority, and I added that on service fields, just in case you want to have other services related with the field. So this is field specific. This implements the process handling interface, which requires me to implement the process type, and here with the same key that we defined on the logic. The required auth role to say if we need an authenticated user or not. The required ACLs. In this case, we're going to check that you need edit and so forth. You define here your required ACLs. The configuration method is standard. You can add your validations. In this case, we're going to see if you have a type, if it's user or not, because it needs to be for users. And lastly, the run method. Here we add the logic that's specific to our scenario to calculate the priority. What I'm doing here, I'm retrieving the type and the name. I check if it has warning, if it has errors. So basically, if it has warning, it sets P2. If it has 0, it's going to override that. Otherwise, it's going to default to P3, which is low, medium, and here it's high. Then on the response state, I set the value, and I set that again to my process as what's going to be the response to the front end. And that's all that you need to do in order to add a mapper to inject field logic into a field on a specific module. Don't forget to clear cache and repair and rebuild, and then try out your code.